Good day, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Lasya. Today, I'm going to be doing some pen and ink illustration for which I have roughly sketched out the basic composition. This piece is closely related to my current state of mind, where even though a lot is going on inside my head, I'm still trying to step out occasionally to find some time for what I love the most. For this piece, the composition is pretty basic, but I delved more into the details. This is because I just wanted to get lost in the process and clear my mind from all the stress. I have recently been thinking a lot about this whole concept of productivity and the issues I have with how it is defined. I'm not sure how many of you all out there go through this, but earlier, whenever I sat down to sketch or paint, I immediately got reminded of some non creative work that is still pending. And I felt as though by sitting down to draw, I was just procrastinating and being unproductive. But a few days ago, you know how there are these flashes of realizations that you have about life. Yeah, I had one of those. And I realized that it was wrong on my part to call making art as being unproductive and as being an alternative to other non creative tasks. Even though making art is what always defined true success for me. And that's when I realized that I had gotten productivity all wrong. So I assumed productivity to be some kind of non creative task that must bother me at least a little or earn me some tangible benefits. I know that sounds odd, but unfortunately for me, that's how I felt. I do not mean by any means that you must procrastinate other boring tasks, but what I mean is that we should give equal respect to the process of working on things that serve the main purpose of our lives. I often used to find myself becoming too ambitious about work and then forgetting to take breaks to do things that I love. And if I did, I felt guilty for not doing the other tasks or chores, what I then called more important things. If success for me is making and practicing art, then making use of my time in doing so should not be considered unproductive by any means. When it comes to assigning ourselves tasks in order to be productive, we must also remember to consider being productive for our emotional well being. Because if such tasks are not included, then it becomes pretty obvious that we are no more treating ourselves as emotional beings but as machines instead. I believe that we must include breaks for at least 15 minutes or even an hour if our body and mind need it. We must also mention a day off in our schedules if we are feeling exhausted. Merely pushing myself to my limits all the time, I realize, makes me even more depressed, exhausted, and anxious. But if I acknowledge my state of mind and take break for a few hours, I often find myself finishing more things than expected after the break. And even if I don't, I wait to heal. I cannot tell you how much it has helped my mental well-being. And trust me, it has only boosted my productivity even more. There is a sense of constant competition, I feel, among everyone these days to be the best in everything, like wanting to be the fastest and most efficient machine ever produced. Sometimes I even find myself taking a huge gulp of air as if I hadn't breathed in days or had been underwater for months. I think we've even forgotten to step outside and look around at the perfectly imperfect sky and the trees and appreciate the gifts we already have from nature. Out in the nature is where we actually belong, nearer to our origins, not inside factories, don't you think? I'm not sure if you would agree with me on this, but as for me, changing my idea of productivity has really helped me with my anxiety. It has been a long process of constant practice though. It wasn't that easy to not feel guilty when I was taking breaks. I feel it even now, occasionally, to be honest. But I remember to remind myself what I learned. I do not stick to the schedules I made in case my body shows me the clock for some healing. I sit down with some coffee and a snack and do things that I feel like doing at that time. With this small change in my thought, I never felt more liberated. Although I beg to not bring it down to the level of procrastinating and being lazy for weeks. They are different and we must find a balance. And when I did, I now find myself completing more work more efficiently even than I did before. So, I hope this lengthy heart to heart chat helps you find a way to reduce stress, no matter what stage of life you're at. By the way, all the supplies I have used for this piece, I have linked them down below in the description. Do not forget to like and subscribe if you like my videos. It will support me and also help me see what kind of videos you would want to see from me in the future. With that, I'll leave you to enjoy the rest of the video. If you have anything to ask at all regarding my process, do leave them in the comments and I'll try my best to answer them for you. And I'll see you all again in my next one. Bye.